Test. Okay. Hopefully stream cooperates this time. Hello. Literally just started streaming less than a minute ago. I know I work my laptop on the whole day, so but I gotta go and say hello. Oh, that's fine. See ya. See what I get after tomorrow. Alright. Hello, Nathan. This is the last stream I actually have a thumbnail for, so hopefully I beat it today. You just got home? Where were you? Gander? Oh. You just got home and I just woke up. Like, literally, I woke up 30 minutes ago. Teeth stuff. Oh. NASA's live? What are they doing? What are the Artemis missions? Artemis 13, GD reference. Spacewalk? 98. Finger slipped. That was a pretty good run. Well, at least I'm not having difficulty with crack today. We'll see how Michigan treats me. blood. What am I doing? Like, come on. Okay, new best run of the day. Hello. Damn, 50x on 7 is rough. I mean, not really. The fact they've only gotten to 74 twice is rough, but I think 4 of those 50 deaths is... That's 50, that's past 50, by the way, not 5 deaths at 50, or 7 deaths at 50. 4 deaths or twice is good, though. Yeah, because I think 4 of those 50 plus deaths were at 54. Which is annoying because it's not even a hard click. Wait, 54? Come on. 58. Kept dying Diasonic a lot. Oh, I guess there are some hard clicks, but... I got it to once, that's pretty much it. Damn. I'm at the point where literally any attempt could beat it. And it's annoying because it's been like that for like 4 streams now. We don't die past that start. As long as... Like, even if I die one more time and get, like, 87 or something, that's not too bad. As long as I don't die in the 90s, I'll be happy. If I either beat it or... What's my hardest? My hardest is Aku. Big jump? Not really. I mean, before Aku, my heart was 9 circles, so... I don't know, Aku and Bloodbath don't have the same gameplay like Cat or Bloodbath. Well, yeah. Well, that's just because Kata's an old level and Bloodbath's an old level and Aku's relatively new. But I much prefer Bloodbath. Bloodbath is actually fun. Aku was not. How long have I been grinding? Well, it's stream 20, and I played 2 days before that, too. And I think I have 17 hours of gameplay. Yeah, 17 hours of gameplay. And on the start pause copy, I'll see after this run. On the start pause copy, I have 18 hours of gameplay. So 48 hours. No, 38. Yeah, wait, what? No, I only have 17. I thought I said I had 20. So 35 hours of gameplay. I think I'm at around 23 to 5,000 attempts. Still really good, yeah. I was hoping to beat it in less attempts than it took me to beat Aku, which is 24,000, but that's just not happening. Because I think I might have already passed it. I died in a Vasium. Oh, I hate when that happens. Or so easy. See people doing Cat of the Bloodbath in like 15k attempts, and I have no idea how. Okay, well, Cat is also harder than Aku by like a good 100 places. It also has pretty similar gameplay to Bloodbath. Well, you know what I mean. And I was trying Cat of the Bloodbath, and also what people do doesn't really count because they could have had 10 extremes before Kata. I think 30k before dropping it. Yeah, I don't get dropping levels. Unless you have like 5,000 attempts and your best is like 30%, I drop it. Like 5,000 on the actual level, excluding start positions. I was having like zero fun with the level. Okay, well that's fair. Also, you said you got to that's a once with 30k attempts. Yeah, that's kind of fair dropping it. I've gotten there twice with like 25k. I actually don't know how many I have. Kata's probably going to be the next level I beat after Bloodbath, because, I mean, I don't want to go for another Harvest, because then I went for Aku as a hard level. Wait, well first, I went from Deadlocked to 9 Circles, which is actually a good progression, and then, I think Bloodbath is just not my skill set. Yeah, well it is my skill set, because I'm bad at Wave and good at Chip. Because I beat Bladed Justice in half the time. Yeah. Because, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something. I dropped a lot of levels. I've only ever dropped, like, 2 levels. Oh, you're right, I was talking about my progression. So I went from Deadlocked to 9 Circles, which is actually a good progression. That one took me, like, 1,000 or 2,000 attempts, I think. No, 4,000. Took me 4,000 attempts. Then I went straight to Aku, which was hell to learn the level. It took me 2 weeks just to learn the gameplay and get the level and runs. Damage jump and everything. And then I went to Bloodbath. But after this, I'm gonna slow it down. Gonna beat some easier beginner extremes like Kata and Niwa, and maybe even Eon, because I just want to beat up. And after that, I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for a new hardest. Either Blade of Justice, did Mechanical Showdown a few years ago. I'm gonna go for either Blade of Justice, Phobos, or Black Blizzard. I might go for Black Blizzard just because it's another jump, and why not? So that's going from an 800 to a 400. No, why not? Not Black Blizzard. Why not? Sorry, the lowest ruined my life? Is it that bad? If you're really lucky, you should go for it. I always forget. Is it Z's or S? I think it's Z's, okay. I don't know, it has mixed opinions. Oh, I didn't hit the pad. %, just farm attempts. At 2% times 7,000? Wow. Did you beat the level or did you drop out? I gave you 2 options and you said yes. I almost dropped it because I got 98. Damn. I'm gonna no clip just because. Actually, no, I'll time warp or speed hack. I always call it time warp because. I did Blade of Justice to Black Blizzard. I gotta speed hack it even slower than this. This first click is really hard. How slow do you need to be? Well, I also don't know the click pattern, so. I'm pretty slow. Are you supposed to get up there? I'm struggling here. This is like the last level you want to jump to, but if you really like it, you should go for it. I don't know. I mean, I went into it without even wanting to beat it. Why? I want to beat Phobos just because I think it'll be funny. I wouldn't even do it when it's not a jump. Damn. What if it's not a hardest? What if your hardest is like Zodiac or something? Would you go for it then? I got 40 to 100 in like 3 A's. Damn. It's actually pretty good. I thought it was close and the pre-drop was just horrible. I mean, I prefer levels that have most difficulty at the start, just because, obviously. As long as it's not, like, some denouement level balancing. Yeah, but they're still annoying? Yeah. I mean, like, Aku's terrible because the first 30% and last 20% is, like, the only reason it's an extreme demon. The middle 50% is just free, for the most part. Except for that 71 click. And I struggled with 49, too. Hello. Hello. I don't know, Black Blazer ending's free. That's good to know. I died, but I died to it a lot. Damn. You're good? Thank you. Because I'm horrible at nerve control. I don't really know how good I'm at nerve control because I, like, fluke every level I play. Other than Aku. I mean, I beat it from 84%, but I died to 84 4 times. You Space Invader? What's that level? I think I know it, but I'm not sure. It's only a hard demon. I was out to the end of the levels. I mean, I fluked 9 circles from 70%. Ah. First, what? On first one. The easy demon? But then I beat it in like a week or a month after, depending on how much I hit the level. Damn. I've played this one. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna close my door. I'll be right back. Well, it's only right there. But you know it. Oh, I've played this one. I don't like XL levels. Thank you, Gecko what? How? I cannot speak. Thank you, Gecko Gangstar, for following. Do you want to do a level request? I did one level request, like, 2 weeks ago, and it was terrible. Well, it wasn't terrible, but there was, like, a constant 5 people spamming the chat. For example, Black Blizzard 98 pissed me off so much every time I got to the ending. I was just so nervous. I mean, I don't think my nerves are that bad. That's part of the reason why I want to be Eon. Just because it's so long that I will certainly know if I have bad nerves at the end of the level. Real, when I got 95 and was... How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Was Sorita, I assume? I almost passed it, same as 93 when I beat it. At least there was one person, me. Yeah, but... Like, when I did the level requests... It's interesting, because most of the time... I get about double the views on Twitch as I do YouTube. And when I did the level request, I got like 5 views on Twitch and 120 on YouTube. So I think it's pretty... It's very interesting. What's going on here? 95 less click time. That's the worst thing that happened to me. Dying to the last click of a level, like, well, I don't know, because it's never happened to me, luckily. At least, it has on an easy demon, but that's it. Oh, you beat Bloodlust today? Nice. So that means I'm gonna beat Bloodbath today. See, that's how it works. I'm subscribed and like. Well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing, because for some reason it only tells me when someone follows on Twitch and not when someone subscribes on YouTube. Maybe I will do another level quest, but after I beat Bloodbath. I'm playing Bloodbath every day until I beat it. Because it's getting absurd at this point. Wait, where is Bloodlust on Demon List, or already Extreme Demon List? 249? Damn. You're a pro? Thank you. You should see the people on Twitch. One of them beat Bloodlust, which is significantly harder than Bloodbath. The skill set of the people in my chat is insane. Like, the range... I'm so dead ass. I don't know the person by name beside Mitzi Netzer. What? Oh my god. I don't either. Only ones I know before, I don't know where Etzer is Mishi, Evasium, and Crack. First demon I beat, Lightning Road, the Lightning Road. Our Shooter Strat is good, so the whole level's free, just buff the Shooter to practice that version. Then when you play it normal, it's free. Do that, practice Bloodlust and play Bloodbath, but isn't the click pattern for Bloodlust different? I know the start is very different, because I played the start of Bloodlust. We'll buff Bloodbath. Make a copy and buff it. And I could do that. Is copying turned off? I mean, I could do that. Just like, what it is. I mean, I don't want to buff it too much. Like, for example, the extension of Bloodlust was so annoying for me, I did it in 2 attempts the other day because I buffed everything. Wow. I'm not buffing that one too much because that spike gets me way too much. I'm gonna keep that the same. Wait, I can't do the top ones and bottom ones. No, my bad. Just buff the hardest parts, really? I would say buff the easier parts, just so I can do them basically every time. I don't want to buff that one too much because that's a really hard part for me for some reason. Next, buff the hardest parts, then get another hard version. The normal one isn't hard tomorrow to get past it. Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, I do struggle with this part some, so I will actually buff it. What's the... What are these? Duration lines? Or are there lines here? What am I doing? I'm making a buff version of it to practice on. I'm gonna delete that start position. Literally doesn't even work. Do I buff Mishy? Yeah, might as well. I made all 3 to 4 frame gap clicks and releases. Now it feels free. Damn. I'm not gonna buff it that much because then I just feel like I'd be struggling. It was horrible to practice, but it works. The straight flight and his Loki Tartarus 42 gap. Damn. Should. I'm not gonna buff this too much because this is already absolute hell. I don't think that's an easier shorter strat. That one, I don't know the full exit of that. My best or his best? Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, his best, obviously. This part I struggle with. So, that's getting buffed. Wait. Or practice instead that sort of shift and I don't think it's an easier shot with your best. I have a mind block on it, so it says I don't need 59 with 48 to 100 times 2. 48 to 66 gets consistent, excluding 63. That's just top one. Yeah, but from 0, I was retarded. We're so real, dog. Wow. Versus 75 to 80, so it feels so uncomfortable to play from any runs. I don't know why, so I buffed it. I don't. I feel like some parts I'm making like absurdly hard, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep that the same. Okay, now crack. So This part I die to a lot. What if I just... I don't know. I'll do that. Keep that the same. What layer is this on? Here. Oh. Also, be ready that you might struggle a lot playing the buff if you get consistent normal and becomes free. Yeah. This part, I feel like doesn't need too much of a buff, but I'll just do some of that. That one can stay the same. I don't really know how I could buff that. This click I struggle with. So I make it harder. But you know that one cube click at like 86? I don't know if you're talking to me or that guy. 1 2 frame jump. Trust it's consistent. Just think about it. If I'm good at that one, normal one becomes free. This part I struggle with. I don't really know how I could buff it too much. Guess I could put those down. This part too. Just replace this with Bloodbath. It's so really. I mean, this isn't too bad. I can't really say that because I've died to this single click twice. You have tech for portals. I mean, I'm good at straight fly, but double click. Or portal. Well, no, it's not bad. It's just I'm normally pretty nervous once I get here, so I'll click the first one, click the second one, and I fumble the third. I double click as soon as I touch first and second portals. Oh, UFO, you mean my bad. Wait, what? Oh, this part? Entering on Bloodlust, there are gravity portals in the straight fly? Why? I mean, that doesn't really make much difference in 2.2 levels, because the gravity's the same, but for 2.2, yeah, that sounds really bad. Buff that. That's 2.1 chip? Yeah, I know. But if it was 2.2, it wouldn't really make a difference. That part can stay the same. This part can be buffed. Well, that part, it just needs good alignment for this. So we'll do that. And... Alright, it's black. I'm never using 2.2 physics, why not? We'll do that. Upside down ship is so light. I mean, it's not, you're just used to it being too heavy. That can stay the same, because that part is free. This part, though. And I could buff it by just... just buff the hell out of this part, just because it's the end. I wish I thought about this, well, I didn't think about this in general, but I wish I thought about this, on, like, screen 10 instead of 20. This part's basically free. The only hard part is that click. And then buff the triple, because why not? But that was actually easier than I thought. We're going here. Got like 28k times practicing. I'm learning 4k from 0. Yeah, that's normal. Well, it depends on how much practice you do. I have 60 hours from runs and 14 from 0. So I'm no good 3 hours from 0. Add the Bloodbath 63, click at 94. Mind you, I buffed that click. I'm gonna try Crack Spark, because I buffed that. I feel like I buffed that a lot. It's already frame perfect. What is there to buff? I mean, it can always just be a her frame perfect. I wasn't looking, I was looking at chat, I'm gonna be honest. It left, but I died to 66. And I run from 30. Well, super. Yeah, I buffed this like crazy, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. I didn't buff this part. 3 times at the end instead of 2, so I died. I hate missions part with all my heart rate, yeah. I don't know what it's like in Bloodlust, but yeah, I hate it in Bloodbath at least. Just because it's so hard. I generally had Joe Bart video in the background in my completion. So bored I was. I would do that too. And actually the funny part is it would probably be Joe Bart too. But I would be too focused on the video, and I just wouldn't be able to focus on the level. That's why I can't really have nongs, or use nongs. I'm just talking away for some reason. I remember him talking about that once. What video was that? I don't know. I feel like he talks about a bunch of random stuff a lot of times. I mean, that's kind of just what streaming is most of the time. Normal stuff, and then occasionally you'll just go on the most random tangent there is. This is 6 years type with some piss in a tree. Okay, I died. Is Striggle 1G or 2? I can't spell. 2? Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't know when, but I think one of my mods allows me to just not stop typing. Like, genuinely. And it's kind of annoying sometimes because I... Yeah, that seems about right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it makes it kind of hard sometimes because I'll try searching for a level and I'll type too many characters so nothing will show up because it doesn't limit me. And then just nothing will show up. One of the streamers I watched recently made 3 people mod in one stream. Oh, cool. I did buff version of that Strayfly first try. Well, I didn't actually buff the Strayfly, but the entry to the Strayfly I buffed. But honestly, if I do another level quest, I would probably make you and Bladestorm both mods, just because I cannot handle that many people. Plus, then I also got one person on YouTube and one person on Twitch mod. Give it a generous 2 out of 10 enjoyment. Look, you get a 5 or 6. Miserable from 0, but extension is fun. Again, I can't really speak for Bloodlust, but I don't get the hate on Bloodbath. Because it only has like a 50 EDEL enjoyment. And I think it's much more than a 50. Especially since Aku is like 85. I would honestly swap them. Bloodbath deserves a 5, really? I would say, like, Bloodbath's... Okay, I wouldn't say it's, like, really fun. I'd say it's deserving of a 70. I really like it. And then Aku can just, like, die, genuinely. Its history carries it? Nah, just in general, I really like the gameplay. Other than, like, Michigan's Bar. Because it's torture. It's crazy to think, there was a point in time that this was the hardest level ever beaten. And now it's, like, almost leveled, it's almost 900, I think. What is it? Like 860? $827, okay. I overshot that a little bit. No, it's 827 now. In the last, like, I just want to say month, the list has moved so much, it's insane. I mean, just look at the poor Zodiac. Look, Zodiac is currently 161. It feels like yesterday that it was pushed off the extended. And now it's 161. So when Bloodbath is top 180. I'm not sure about Bloodbath, but I started Aku when it was, I think, 1,420. And now it's 1,563. Like... Tartarus is 106. If I want to beat a list, an extended list demon, I'm gonna have to beat Tartarus. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to beat something harder than Tartarus, because by the time I get to that level, if I do, Tartarus is probably gonna be extended too. Or, not extended, Legacy. I'm gonna have to beat, like, Limbo, and Limbo's gonna be, like, 140. Again, for me, it's either gonna be Tartarus or Verdant. I don't know how to say that. Landscape, if they don't get the Legacy before that. Where's that one? $122. Yeah, I feel like... Well, I don't know. Because if... That genuinely might be Legacy. Yeah, not lasting a year, definitely not. I feel like anything past, like, 110 got about a year left before it's pushed to Legacy. And I feel like that speed is only going up. Do you guys think Eternus, in its current state, is getting verified ever? No, I don't know. I wanted to do Zodiac as my first list after Bloodlust. Yeah, me too. And then, keep in mind, this was when it was at, like, what was it at? I think it was at, like, 110 when I decided I actually wanted to beat it as my first extended. And now it's Legacy. Eternus is never getting verified anytime soon. If at all. I mean, well, let me check the ILL. How much higher is it? Is it, what? How much higher is it than Grief? Grief, unreleased. There's the unreleased version. It isn't public. I would say it's probably harder. That one says 2026. Well, this one says Grief is at 920, and Eternus, I think I spelled that right, is at 717. Okay, yeah. Then again, it is kind of hard to judge the difficulty of impossible levels. Wait, what do you two think of, the definitely not top 1 Artemis 13? It's definitely top 3. It's called Balancing. Top 1? No, I just meant, like, the level. It's obviously gonna be top 1. Whether it is in its current state or after Zoink inevitably buffs it. He can't even say anything to defend himself after Orbit at 5 and Bloop at 10. Probably like 300 ILL now. Is it on the ILL? Artemis 13. It's 980. So, it's 60 places below whatever version of Grief is on that. Yeah, but he's gonna balance it? Yeah, balance. Gonna balance it to be harder than Grief or Heliopolis. I think Zoink's ever going back to Heliopolis. He's gonna force, like, every ship to his click pattern? Yeah. Not enjoying it at all. I don't know. I mean, buffing stuff to the click pattern, their click pattern, I mean, that's fair. That's basically what all top players do when they buff something, just because it makes it only slightly harder for them, but the level in general a lot harder. Yeah, when Zoink's done with it, there's gonna be like 30 ship frame perfects. Ah. Okay, but not to the point where you had 3 black orbs in a tight straight fly and they're invisible and it's curved. I mean, why are ship frame perfects so hard? Is it just because the alignment is really weird on ship? Because, I mean, isn't the first click at TS2 like a 120 frame perfect on ship. Because I know it's ship, but I'm pretty sure it's a 120. What am I doing? Because you have to align it and release it perfectly. Yeah, I guess. So that just begs the question, what does that mean for, not just swing copter frame perfect? Because swing is already bad enough. It's very rare to see actual fun swing. Not saying it doesn't exist, it definitely does. Just look at the weekly game in. But it is very rare. Especially with harder levels, because for the most part, harder gameplay is less fun. I have 35 star pods and I use like 3 of them. Five, actually. W buffs, yeah. I also, well, I only buffed the first half of Vacium, because that's where almost all my deaths on Vacium is, but, I mean, just look at what I did to the ship. I moved both the top and bottom a full step. On the buff version, I'm on a 33 run, unbuffed. Okay. And I died to 84, because of course I did. That's good? Yeah, but 84 pissed me off. Where is it? How can I buff this click? Like, genuinely buff it to oblivion. Just... Come on. Wait, actually, no. I'm just gonna... What am I looking for? Show hitboxes. Okay, I think I buffed it a little bit too much. Hold on, you. Yeah, I do need to click later. I was clicked too early. That's why I'm literally going to just buff it to absolute oblivion. Do you have any advice on to beat harder levels faster? Do you mean harder levels as in like extreme demons, or harder levels as in harder than your hardest? Because mostly it's just practice. Like, genuinely. I need to do it in here. Forgot. I mean, harder than my hardest? Well, I mean, obviously, if you do a jump, it's probably going to take you more attempts. It's also just a skill thing. Like, if you go slightly harder than your hardest, it'll be a lot easier than if you, like, jump, obviously. And also, just practice, really. I mean, what I'm trying now, one of the people on Twitch suggested, actually, I think both of them did, just make a buffed copy of the level and then practice that one, so then the actual level feels easier. Okay, did I die there? Yes, I did. Turn it back. Did I die there? Yes, I did. I can just turn off more damage. That'd probably be easier. Cool, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I forgot. I buffed that first click. That's why. I'm actually gonna unbuff that first click because I kind of buffed it in a bad way. I made that one up higher, but I should put a spike above it. There we go. Okay. Now, time to buff. Ooh. Literally, like, 1 frame away from dying there. So now, just gotta... I might as well make it look somewhat nice. That should be good. It's just a little buffed. I think at the UFO you should click the second earlier, so the third one pick orb is free. Second orb, so that's this one. Yeah, well, you can see this part, it kind of tops out my CPS. You're buffing it and practicing it to make the original feel so much easier, right? Yeah. Because, you see, I click here, and then I'm kind of maxed out on my CPS, because you can see these are all equal. I mean, I can probably click faster, but it's just going from 1 click here, 1 click there, apparently. It's weird, because after looking at the clicks, I just completely forgot how to do it for some reason, but I'm sure when I actually start doing it again, I'll realize. But yeah. I went the wrong way. Oh, I did it. Good luck on Bloodbath. Thank you. Did it again. I can actually do that pretty consistently, which is interesting for how much I buffed it. I'm gonna practice a little bit more Mishi, and then I think I'm gonna go from 0 again. Until... Oh, we'll see what I do. I know I'm gonna go from 0, but I'm not sure if I'll do that for the rest of the entire stream. Yo. Hello. I feel like I might have buffed that ball a little bit too much. Also, don't forget to practice parts you're not consistent at. Yeah, that's true too. Also, depending on the level you're doing, sometimes it doesn't really help, but this mod I have, Blitzkrieg, it can help a lot. It basically distracts your runs for the most part. But it's pretty useless if you have a level with a lot of star pause, like this copy, which has 35. But I don't know if you have a geode. When I'm geode, but I'll install it. Yeah. It's actually not that hard. When I first got it, I thought it was going to be really annoying and hard to download, but it's pretty easy. Oh yeah, also, getting a hack menu really helps too. So, you can speed hack stuff and no-clip it. I'll be watching too, but I'll have the stream in the background in case you get far. Okay. I think I'll go from 0 now. Wait, actually, I'm gonna put this. Also, another tip for making something easier to beat, give yourself breaks. So, you can either just, like, stop and scroll for a second, or what I do, just so I'm still being productive, is I play an easy demon. Because it's easy enough that it isn't really difficult, so it isn't stressful, and you're also being a demon, so. 74, you're actually close to me. I've gotten 74 twice. That's why that part that I was practicing, I buffed to Oblivion, because that's 74. I saw it in title, yeah. Okay, I died there. I always die to the second click on the UFO. I don't know why. But one thing's definitely certain, that practicing definitely made it easier. I mean, the UFO, I don't think anything can ever make that feel free, but the start of Mishi felt pretty free. But are you sure my YouTube also? Yes, I am. That's why sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. Because I'm talking to someone on YouTube. I should probably put somewhere, just like, text on my screen, this is live on YouTube or Twitch. Or YouTube and Twitch. I should bring the chat back. I don't know why I got rid of it. Probably because it was being difficult. Probably put it above my hand cam. Six one. I can hear stream twice. Not just, you can just mute one of them. I would recommend muting YouTube because from my experience, YouTube has like double the delay. I try to crack my knuckles literally every time I get to Mishi, but I try to crack my knuckles every time I get to Mishi, so I can never crack my knuckles. Let's try this hand. Here we go. Never good up. Just today I was about beating B, so I got 2 back-to-back new best. Go. I don't know how I died there. Got past the hydrogen bomb and died to the coughing baby. Good try? Yeah. Wait, let's go? I don't know. Crack, I guess. So, 45. Nope, 43. I don't really care. As long as you're not like one of the people in Doggy's chat that's spamming go at a whole 5%. It's funny because Doggy's swag quack. It's funny because the difference between Doggy's YouTube and Twitch chat is crazy. There's a guy in my chat that spams go when I'm on the menu. Because YouTube chat, it's just full of, because you can chat like as soon as you subscribe. YouTube chat, it's full of like, I predict this, go, and like he's like barely even started. And because you need to be subscribed, or not subscribed, following on Twitch for like 6 months to talk in Doggy's Twitch chat, it's like actual civilized human beings. Twitch chat chiller, I'll say that. I mean, unfortunately, I can't talk in the Twitch chat for Doggy, because I would need me following him for not only longer than I've had Twitch on this account. I've had 3 accounts on Twitch, and I've forgotten the passwords to all of them. This is my 3rd one. I have a Twitch account, but I stream randomly. That was a good catch. Yeah, there we go. Because I only started playing GD in January of this year. So. I haven't streamed on Twitch for like 10 months. I streamed one... Before this channel, I streamed one whole stream on a different channel. And then I gave up because it got no views. I haven't streamed in a few days. I've got new best off stream. That's a good thing. Some days I just want to be really productive in GD. I feel like stop streaming until I beat B. Some days I just be really... What am I saying? Some days I'm just really productive in GD, and I'll beat a bunch of easier demons. Like, I think yesterday... What did I beat yesterday? I beat the weekly demon. The weekly demon again, because you can get 2 demons from that. B, Podal, which is another medium demon, and Ultra Paracosm, the easy demon, not the extreme. Obviously. Also, I will say with B, is practice it a lot, because the last bit is by far the hardest, I would say. Also, the last green orbs. Click the 2 last green orbs late, otherwise you'll miss the last 2 orbs. I beat B like 3 years ago. I can't remember really anything I did back then. Even when I did the last spider on B. What's the last spider? Oh yeah, that spider is hell. Because... Where's B? There we go. Because, I'm gonna go in practice mode. Last spider is really hard. Specifically, 1 or 2 clicks, because they're very awkward, but there's a way to skip them. Or skip one of them. The second coin is actually free. Like, it's easier than the actual route. I feel like this part is hard if you can't click fast. Not difficult, but I don't remember how to play it. And I can't say word because I can't see. Lost orbs are so awkward, they are. this one. Hold on, I'm gonna speed hack just so you can see what I'm doing. This second orb, just click that really early and then just don't touch it. It makes that one so much easier. Wait, there's no click. And then for the last clicks, click both those green orbs late so you don't miss that. How do you even start read this? I mean, I've beaten extreme demon, so it's only a medium demon, so it's not very hard. Current best is 44, the last click of the UFO. Yeah, the UFO is a bit tricky, but basically for the ship and UFO part, wherever the arrows tell you, just go slightly higher, and for the most part, you'll survive everything pretty easy. Like, the coin row is hard, but, like, if you stay low here, go higher than it tells you there. Stay high. Go higher than it tells you there, too. And go high at the end. That coin is free. When my hardest was not very hard, it was Skeletal Shenanigans. Get back on Bloodbath? Okay, fine, I'll get back on Bloodbath. Yeah, when my hardest was Skeletal Shenanigans, I think, I tried to beat B, and I couldn't do that ball part just because I didn't have that level of CPS, and I could not click fast enough. Now I can, but... that part is definitely what's interesting, because if you can beat a really hard level, like Bloodbath or Aku, or just any extreme really, that ball part is probably one of the easiest. Ignore how I died to it. You're from medium to extreme in a year. I went from not playing the game to extreme in a year. I've only been playing the game for 8 months. Literally second day I had the game, I beat Lightning Road. Yeah, I beat Stereo Madness, I think, 24th of January. Wait, was it 24th? Let me check Steam. Oops. There we go. Complete Stereo Madness in normal mode. Unlocked January 4th. Okay, 4th, not 24th. And I beat my first demon January 5th. And now I'm playing Bloodbath. It's crazy, because when I originally started playing the level, I never expected to ever beat an extreme demon. I thought just beating a hard demon was extremely impressive. Also, my setup looks like Zoinks. Kind of. I kind of see it. I mean, other than the fact that I have this keyboard and not the wooting, but... Also, another thing, I have this, like, fidget toy thing, right? I don't want it to do that, because, well, 4 right angles, you know what it turns into if you stretch it out. But this thing is literally my cube. I only realized this today. It is the exact same as my cube. I mean, you can just see it on stream. Down there, see? Because this comes apart. so you can assume what it turns into. I'm not gonna do that. Baking garlic bread is peak. Garlic bread is like a top 5 bread. Or toast, whatever you want to classify it as. Would you classify garlic bread as bread or toast? What is the worst bread? Stale bread or soggy bread? I mean, I've never really had stale bread. I don't know. How does bread even, like, get stale? It gets moldy before it gets stale, no? Do people not wrap your bread in bags? You just have it, like, out to get stale? This bread goes moldy before it goes stale. But I'd say soggy bread is pretty bad. Oh, wait. Really? There of all places. Oh. Nice run though, yeah. Would have been better if I got Bloodbath, or just beat the level. Because, you know, that's always a possibility. I probably would have died to crack, though, if I'm being honest. Because you can normally tell by how you play in pretty early in the run if it's going to be a good run or not. Come on. New best, I guess. Prepared that ship is impossible. But I died to the easiest. Actually, technically, I died to the UFO. I need to open my window. I'm sweating. Not sure if it's because that run or just because my room is really hot. Probably a little bit of both. Holy. W harvest. W harvest indeed. Okay, what? Electrodynamics, 1 temp? Alright. You should know that electrodynamics is my favorite level. Yeah, I genuinely clicked probably like 2 frames too late. Can I hide the, Can I hide the... Is there a way I can hide the pause menu without it? Oh wait, I can just set speed hack to 0. Wow. Should get a heart rate monitor? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. I bet I was genuinely like 1 frame too late. Because the hardest click is... Oh right, you can't see my mouse. But the hardest click is definitely the entry to the straight fly. And then from there, it's basically free. Like, that's the hardest part. Almost done. Oh my god. I mean, hold on. I checked my pulse, so... It was approximately 132, which actually isn't that bad. Yeah, that orb. There's also the 80 ship. I'm pretty consistent at that one now. I'm pretty consistent with basically everything. For after that straight fly. And the UFO. The UFO is hard too. Sometimes you get weird alignments. Wow. The one after the wave? Yeah, I know. This ship. Alright. Sonfam, I'm not sure if you're still here, but Electrodynamics in 1 attempt, which actually isn't that hard for me because Electrodynamics is my favorite level, and I play it all the time. I used to think this ship was so fast. Will you love to play my game? The name is Freddy Bear game number and game show? Yeah, I am not. No. Just no. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead, Sonfam. You could have said any level, like, except that, and I wouldn't have done it. Genuinely. You should know Electrodynamics is my favorite level. I mean, I have 500 attempts on it. It only took me like 200 to beat it, so. 8 toast stubs it is then, yep. No, wait, Sonfan PGDM, one of your fans? Yeah, whatever you say, bro. No. Straight deadlocked. I'm back again. Oh, you missed it. I got 78 on Bloodbath. And then I made Sonfam stub his toe 8 times by beating Electrodynamics in one attempt. Yeah. I died to the first orb of the UFO. I'm not doing... Okay, hold on. I don't fully trust you, so I'm gonna hide my screen for a second. I'm also gonna hide my camera, because you can actually see it there. Okay. We're good. Because it's literally rated, so... Don't do level quests. Actually, don't. We can save it in Hanukkah. Okay, yeah. Took 3 levels in stream today. I mean, it's not that bad. I did a level quest. I did about 75 levels. I got Kiss Me twice, but that's it. If you're a fan, then what was my most recent vid? I mean, he can just check that, you know. Royalty? Yeah, that's a good point. Is this, it's NCS, so I should be fine. I shouldn't get, copyrighted. I don't like this level. Too far. I mean, he did get it right, but that took him an awful while. So I'm assuming he, if he's on PC, he could have just selected your user in the chat, and then just swapped it out for any other channels. So he could have just went into my channel, and then in the URL, swaps my user out for yours. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably check your channel. True fan, what's my PB on Dark Odyssey? I got to 78, now I can't even do the first 5%. There we go. Yo, one more good attempt on Bloodbath, but then I'm gonna have to end stream, just because it is... I have been streaming for almost 2 hours, that's about when I normally end stream. Unfortunately, I think I am going to need to make more thumbnails, because I only made 20. Should probably check my channel again. Probably. Also, I'm pretty sure he either is on computer, so he can do that, or he has autocorrect turned off because that I is lowercase. Oh wait, Sonfam, if you go into Studio, you can see your subs, so you can see when he subbed. If he did. Yeah. I don't know why, but I sometimes really struggle with that wave. Not sure why. If I get one attempt past Mishi, I'm gonna end stream after that. And that doesn't mean I can't get a good run, because the second time, or first time, one of the times I got 74, that was literally my last attempt. No, one more past Mishi, so one more Vasium attempt, which is like 37, I think. Yeah, but in one of my previous streams, the literal last run, I got 74. I'm a man of my word, so don't die at crack. A little bit late for that. 07, yeah, 07. Yep. So, guess I'm making more thumbnails for YouTube. Yeah. We'll be at next stream now, so I should beat this level. This is genuinely like the longest it's taken me to beat an easy even. I'm really bad at wave, so. Bro, I was stopped. If it was me, Andrew. Okay, he's legit. I don't know if he's a fan of you, Son fan, but I know him. Think I'm making a Bloodbath thumbnail? I mean, I don't really need it, because I'm gonna be done soon. He's someone I know. He's legit, yeah. Little bro. Okay, yeah, I'm ending stream now. I'll be live tomorrow, same time, playing Bloodbath.